Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the internet, good morning to you. Happy Monday. Another great show of Grow coming at you, man, where we talk about guide. How do we guide you to become the hero of your journey? We talk about refinement, how we can be 1% better every single day, how we can live a Kaizen life, how we can continually level up incrementally and consistently over time. We talk about ownership on this show, not just owning things, but owning our results, owning our attitude, owning our action. And then finally, the W in GROW stands for wealth. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to build wealthy lives, not just wealth financially, but spiritually, mentally, relationally, physically. How can we grow ourselves, our families, our businesses to live a life by design? As always, I'm Kyle Evans coming at you from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Maps coach, bold coach, all the things. And guys, do we have a series for you this week? Man, we've been talking about a lot of stuff from mindset to tactics today. We're going to talk about selling like a scientist. What does that look like? Today, we're going to talk about why people really buy. One of the things I want you guys to really tattoo on your brain, really lean into, marinate on is it's never just the product. It's the story that people get to tell themselves because they bought it. It's never just the thing. It's the mindset around it, the story around it, the feeling that the thing represents. One of the reasons we're talking about this scientific approach this week today is because hope is not a strategy. And if you've been around me for any amount of time, you've heard me say that because it's so true. Hope is beautiful. Hope is amazing. And hoping something works out is not a strategy. Hope means that sometimes you can get lucky. And luck is wonderful. And yet it's not scalable. It's not repeatable. There's no systematic approach to it. Our goal is to move to a scientific mindset, a strategic mindset. Because here's the thing, guys, we can't afford to guess our way through sales anymore. We are not a hype man. We're not a motivational quote machine. We're a conversion engineer. We're a decision architect. We're in the lab. We're testing. We're observing. We're adjusting until it clicks. We're measuring things because what we measure moves. We are taking an approach of paying attention and being intentional with our language patterns, with our presentation, with our follow-up, with how we connect, with how we make it about the customer instead of ourselves. Today, we're going to start with the root of it all, why people actually buy. You've heard this before, and I'll say it again. People buy with emotion and justify with logic. They buy with emotion, and then they justify that purchase with logic. I want to destroy this myth now, once and for all. Your sick script, your bulletproof presentation, it's not what closes deals. You could have the perfect pitch, but if it does not connect emotionally, they'll nod, they'll smile, and they'll say something like, "Let me think about it." And then they will Casper the friendly ghost your butt and disappear. Because you're selling a spreadsheet before you connect with soul. You have to understand some of the emotional reasons, the emotional responses that people buy in the first place. It comes down, in my opinion, to three main ones. Number one is to escape pain. People are buying something, people are getting a service, people are getting a system, people are getting an agent because they want to escape some type of pain. They want something or someone to solve something that's broken or maybe end some sort of frustration. If you're in real estate, it may sound something like this. You know what, dude? I'm tired of renting. I'm tired of paying someone else's mortgage. Maybe it's, I really don't like my current agent. Maybe it's this house doesn't fit our family anymore. It's too small. We're tripping over each other. Our yard, our kids can't play in it. The street's too busy. They are calling to escape some type of pain. Do you know what it is? Are you taking the time to figure it out? The second emotional reason that people buy something, sign up for something, use something, it's to pursue pleasure. These are aspirational moves. Hey, you know what? Let's say it's real estate. I want to move closer to the beach. I want that sun kissed feeling every single morning. I want to put my toesies in the sand. Maybe it sounds like this. I just want to be proud when I walk into my home. They escape pain, they pursue pleasure. And the third one, it's the deepest layer. It's to align with identity. To align with identity. Guys, the third one, if you're in real estate, it may sound something like this. Hey, you know what? We're the kind of people that invest. It's an identity. Maybe it's something like this, and you may have heard this one before. This home matches the life that we've built. If it's outside of real estate, it may sound something like this brand feels like me. If you miss that layer, guys, you miss the sale. They're going to escape pain, they're going to pursue pleasure, or they're going to align with an identity. Do you understand the emotional reason for the purchase? I want you to roll this one around as you're marinating on that one. Is logic is the justifier, not the driver. No one buys a Tesla because of the battery efficiency. They buy it because it says something about them. It's not because of the battery. Well, it kind of is, but it's also not because of the battery efficiency. They buy it because it says something about them. It's a brand statement. After emotion pulls the trigger, then logic shows up to clean it up. It might sound something like, hey, that's just a smart financial move. Interest rates are at their historical average. You know what? This agent has strong negotiation skills. Ladies and gentlemen, these aren't the reasons that people buy. They're the reasons that they give to others. The real reason, it's probably something like, this house makes me feel like I made it. Working with that agent makes me feel like myself and my family are in good hands. This move makes me feel like I'm finally in control of my financial destiny. Those are the real reasons underneath. It's not the battery efficiency. It's not that rates are at a historical average. Those are the logic justifications that we layer on top. Most salespeople in any industry, they start with logic and they hope emotion catches up somewhere along the way. But the best reverse it. I want you to start with soul and finish with the spreadsheet. You got to make the connection before you make the sale. You got to understand it's about them, their hopes, their dreams, their wants, the life that they see in their head. How can you help guide them on that journey so they can be the hero of that story, building that for themselves? Stop starting with the spreadsheet. Start with soul. Finish with the spreadsheet. Now, how do we move this tactically, Kyle? I'm with you. I like the mindset. I like the foundation. How can I put this into practice? You need to pretend that you are Sherlock Holmes. You got to ask questions. You got to put in the discovery tool. You got to pull out your shovel and dig. What's below the surface? I want you to slow down and actually understand this person and this family. Stop speeding past this. Some great questions that you can write down or keep in your brain is, what made you start this search now? It's very simple. You guys are like, wow, that's very simple. Yes, it is. It's supposed to be, but you're speeding through it. Hey, what made you even start this search right now? Guys, this is going to unlock what their urgency looks like, maybe what their triggers are. A second question, easy. What would this home, what would this solution, what would this investment change for your daily life? What would this home change for your daily life. It shifts from features to feelings. It also helps us uncover pain, pleasure, identity. What would this solution change for your daily life? What would this investment change for your daily life? A third super simple one. If this works out perfectly, how will it feel? If this works out perfectly, how will it feel? This is identity and emotion layering. If this works out perfectly, how will it feel? I want to know how it's going to feel for them. What are we actually solving here down deep? The fourth one, super simple again. What's at stake if nothing changes? I want to understand the pain. I want to bring that to the surface. I want to understand what is at stake here. What is the risk if we make no move? What is going to happen to them if they stay stuck? If nothing changes, nothing changes. If that is the case, then what is at stake for you, for your family, for your future? Get very clear. Help them paint the picture of what the journey could look like. What are the pitfalls? What are the landmines? What are the challenges ahead? What's at stake if nothing changes? Number 5, when you imagine your future, where does this decision fit in? When you imagine your future, where does this decision fit in? It positions you as part of their story, not the hero of their story. Your goal is always to be the guide, the helper. When you imagine your future, where does this decision fit in? Ladies and gentlemen, sales, it's emotional excavation. We're not pushing product, we're pulling meaning. We're understanding emotions. My goal in this series, this segment today, is to bring that scientific approach. I want you to be connecting the dots of feelings and emotions, but first you have to observe. You have to test the hypothesis. You have to run this strategically. I want you to be running your business not on personality, but on intentionality. That's the goal. That's my rally cry for you. Are you paying attention? Are you looking at the results? Are you tweaking them? Albert Einstein said this. Running the same experiment, hoping for different results is the definition of insanity. Some of y'all are like, yeah, that's right. I've heard that quote. Then why are you doing it? Practice these questions, internalize them, memorize them, then customize them to you, your personality. And remember, man, this is emotional excavation. We're not pushing product. We're pulling meaning. If this is resonating with you, if you're like, Kyle, we've got the mindset, we've got the tactics. Now I know what's coming next is the challenge and the homework. You're right. Your lab work for today, my scientists of sales, is to look at your last 5 deals. Look at your last 5 deals. Then I want you to pick out 5 people in your database. Last 5 people in your database. And I want you to write down for the last 5 deals, what was the emotional reason that that person bought? For the 5 people in your database, I want you to ask yourself, what is the emotional reason that they are going to transact, If you're looking at the past and you don't know what it was, that deal was luck. It wasn't strategy. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. For the next 5, understand what the emotional reason is. Let that guide the conversation. Let that guide the deal. Help people craft a life that they actually want by pulling and connecting meaning to it. Not just a pitch, not just a presentation. Tomorrow, we're going to go a little deeper. One of the things that's been coming up in my conversations and our topics is our language patterns. Words that actually win, words that convert, words that help you stand apart. Because it's not just what you say, it's how the brain hears what you say. It's not just what you say, it's how the brain interprets it. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking sales language and neuroscience. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about words that work. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a quick hitter for you this Monday, your daily checkup from the neck up. I trust that this was valuable for you. And if it wasn't, apologies. I'll do better next time. Guys, Kyle Evans coming at you, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Excited, pumped up to join you on this journey and go make the best out of this week that we possibly can. Love you, mean it. And I'll see you soon.